Well, good evening everyone, or good morning, or good afternoon, or whatever time it is where you are in the world. It's lovely to see you all again, and I hope you're all having a smashing day so far, and that you've managed to get everything that you need for you and your family for your food shop this week. So thank you ever so much for popping back just to see what I got for my family food shop. So this week we went to Asda. If you're not normally here, sometimes I go to Asda, sometimes it's Lidl or Tesco. It really just depends on how we feel that day. So we went to Asda today and also picked up some things from Iceland and also a few bits from the local butcher as well. So I spent just over £130 this week. But before I move on, I just wanted to make a big thank you to the supporters of the channel over on my Patreon page. So thank you very much to Patrick Duncan, Amanda, SB, Julie Barron, Louise Brown, LTP, Lucy Bird, Megan Guzman, Vicky Fee, Terry Jan, Sue Bina, Sheila, Sean Singh, Myrna Revell, Michael Haydorn and Gemma Miller. Thank you all ever so much. Like I said, you know, it really does help the channel out, you know, so it just blows my mind that you're over there supporting the channel. If you're interested in becoming a Patreon yourself, you'll find a link in the description box down below. If you click on the show more, you'll find the information down there. So thank you once again, guys, and let's move on. And just at the end of the wee shopping haul, I'm going to show you what's in my fridge, just for those, because quite a few of you have actually asked for that. So yeah, I will show you that just at the end. So this is what we got here. And in total, it was £133.44 between Asda and Iceland and the local butcher, which is a bit on the higher side for us, but we did get a fair amount, I felt, for the money. And there were quite a few things I was completely out of, you know, so I had to sort of add to what I had. We've got a chest freezer as well in the garage, you know, with milk and bread and these kind of things in it. So I'll just be showing you the smaller fridge freezer that we have in the kitchen. So that's it there. So let's go and have a look at the receipts. So this is the first one, and this was Asda. So we're £73.94 there. And this is just the receipt in case you want to have a quick look at it. But I do put the prices on the screen as well. Somebody had asked me to put it in dollars, and then someone else had asked for Canadian dollars. But could you imagine how long that would take? And this is the receipt from Iceland, and it was £41.55 in there, and that's really just for me. And these were the bits that I picked up at the local butcher. I got a small steak pie with sausages, some pork chops, some steak mince and some puff pastry squares as well. Although they call it a small steak pie, it's actually quite big, you know, it's not tiny. So yeah, so that's what I got at the butcher's. So let's go and see everything else. So the first thing I picked up were these eggs. Now, eggs are not something we normally buy unless I need them for bacon or for a recipe. So that's what they're for, or two of them are for. Picked up some fruit squash and also some milk. We get a milk delivery, but I needed some extra milk. Our usual yoghurts, these are only £1 each, and these ones are really nice, I'm told. I also needed a couple of pots of cream, so I got a single cream and a double cream. Double cream in the States is just heavy cream, because I have been asked that as well. Picked up some grated cheese, that's really handy, and a big bag of mixed salad leaves. This is the bigger bag because we're going to be having quite a bit of salad this week or next week. I also picked up some grated Parmesan because I need this for the recipe that I'm doing. I'm actually going to be making chicken schnitzel, so I'm going to need that. Also some butter, and these are the potatoes that we've been buying more and more recently, are these Red Rooster ones. They're lovely and dry. You know, if you're making roast potatoes or mashed potatoes, they're just lovely. Then also a block of red Leicester cheese because we had no block cheese left, so I picked up one of them. And also some wholemeal pita breads. I'm the only one that likes these, and I really do prefer these over the ordinary ones. Also picked up some tomatoes. These are the vine ripened ones, and these have a lovely flavour. And potato croquettes because we're going to be having one or two of these with our chops when I make them during the week, and these are really tasty. Also picked up a big bag of carrots because I'm just about out of carrots, so I needed more. And also a bag of these wee wee tomatoes I was going to say, wee oranges, a couple of boxes of tea bags and some fresh basil as well. I was looking for panko breadcrumbs and I couldn't find them anywhere, so I picked these breadcrumbs up for the chicken schnitzel that I'm doing. Picked up some more tuna in brine because we're just about out of tuna. And then some cauliflower and broccoli in this pack because they didn't have them individually, unfortunately. I picked up a wee cabbage. Again, this is really small, but it's all they had. A bag of baby peppers for salads and a big bag of onions because I was out of onions. A parsley plant, and I just love these wee growing herbs, they're fab. Some more jazz apples, these are my favourite apples at the moment, they're lovely and crunchy. And I found these in Iceland and I was overjoyed. I was like a kid in a sweet shop. So 10 of these were only £3, which I thought was an absolute bargain because I have bought them online before and they've been quite pricey. Also picked up some chestnut mushrooms and some chicken breasts for the chicken schnitzel that I'm going to be doing. Some wee packs of baked beans. I prefer the half cans because we very rarely use a whole can, you know, for having beans and toast or something. Some garlic and some packs of savoury rice. These are handy for a wee quick lunch and they're only £1 for 2, so I picked up a few of them. And I also seen these are new. In this country, we've got a really popular sweet called blackjacks. They're basically aniseed chews, so that's the ice cream version, so I think they're going to be fab. A couple of boxes of my Fibre One snack bars, these are really nice. And we were out of deodorant, so I picked up a few cans of deodorant. And if you follow me over on Instagram, you'll know that I am following Slimming World at the minute. So Iceland are, you know, they've got the exclusive on the ready meals and things. So that's why I go into Iceland. So I picked up some ready meals for me because the meals that I make during the week are not always suitable for me. So if I'm having something that's not Slimming World friendly, I'll just pull out one of these and have this instead of what everyone else is having. And their soups are lovely. It's just like homemade soup, but it's frozen. When you defrost it, it's just, you know, it goes back to its natural fabulous state. And these wee ready meals are actually quite tasty. They're full of veggies, as you can see there, loads of tomatoes and mushrooms and different things, so I think they're great. This is Jasper's food. I thought I'd try him on this one this week. I've never seen this one before, so I'm sure he'll like that. And a wee bag of snacks for him. He likes a wee snack at night. Our usual frozen jacket potatoes, just to top up what's there. And the first time I've been able to get kitchen wipes for ages, so I was chuffed at that. Some kitchen towels, and this is what I got at the butcher. What they're doing just now, you've got to phone in the morning, put your order in and then go and collect it because they're trying to avoid queues, you know, in the shop. So I phoned this morning, I put my order in and I went and collected it later on in the afternoon. So that's what we got there. There's no point in opening it because it's just bags of, you won't see what's in there anyway. So that was it. That was our wee shop this week. So I'm just going to show you quickly some of these wee ready meals because they are fab. This is one of the newer ones that they're doing, and I think that looks really tasty. That's their version of chicken carbonara. And this one is the beef tagliatelle. Again, another new one I haven't seen before. So you can see the wee things of pasta there and the beef and the carrots and things. So I'm sure that'll be nice as well. And these are wee lunch pots that they do. This is chorizo and meatball pasta. So you can see the meatballs on the top there and the pasta underneath. So these are really, really handy and they're very nutritious and they're very carefully balanced to go along with the Slimming World plan. I've been following Slimming World now for a couple of months and I have lost just over 2 stone, which is just over £28. So yeah, I'm thrilled with it. So this is a wee look inside my fridge. Like I said, we've got a chest freezer outside in the garage, but this is just the one that we have in the kitchen. It's just a smaller freezer and a sort of large fridge compartment. So on the door I've got my eggs. Like I said, eggs are not normally something that we've got unless it's for a recipe or bacon. You know, if I'm making a cake or something, I'll get eggs, but ordinarily I wouldn't have eggs. And this shelf I just keep for condiments and things. So there's honey mustard, Bramley applesauce, some of that lazy garlic, some tartar sauce, And I think some French mustard and some Dijon mustard. And then I think we've got some jam in the corner. So yeah, that kind of thing. And on the door is our milk. So there's a couple of big cartons of whole milk and my wee carton of skimmed milk. This is a local dairy, McQueen's. That's where we get our milk delivery from. On the very top, I usually have things like yoghurt and cream and butter, that kind of thing. We all like different kinds of butter, so there's a few different ones in there. And same as the yogurts, we all like different yogurts. And I've only got one left, that's my wee one at the front there, so I'll need to get more. And this shelf I like to keep for cheese and that kind of thing, so blocks of cheese there. And then this one is just a sort of random mix of everything else I can't fit anywhere else. So I've got my croquettes, the turnip, and that's the bag I keep for garlic bulbs. That's the things that I got from the butcher. I've got some tomatoes there, and I like to keep my apples in the fridge. Everyone else thinks I'm weird, and I've also got a fruit bowl for the other fruit. And there's my mushrooms. I've got some flavoured water. I like to keep my pita bread in the fridge. I've got some bacon and sausages there. Some wee 10-calorie jelly, some pickled onions, some gherkins, tomato juice, some mayo and some tomato ketchup, bags of grated cheese, and this loaf I actually took from the chest freezer in the garage this morning, so I'm defrosting that, so don't be alarmed when you see the date on it. It's absolutely fine. It's been in the freezer. Some cheese, like I said. Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, not a lot. You've basically seen it all anyway. Most of this was in the shopping haul. And this is where I keep sort of salad bits and bobs, and some tomatoes and the peppers and half a cucumber, because I used half of that the other day. So yeah, that's what's in my fridge. Not hugely exciting, is it? And then underneath, you've just got 3 small freezer drawers. Now, in the freezer drawers, I just like to keep things that we're going to need, you know, on a day-to-day basis or for the next few days. So you'll find my ready meals in there, and baked potatoes, frozen peas, that kind of thing. So let's have a wee look anyway. So yeah, there we are. You can see some corn there. And that's an absolute disgrace. That's so badly organised. All I've done, I've just shoved everything in those drawers. I have not organised it at all. These are all the things from the shopping haul that you can see right on top. You know, I really do need to go through these and organise them, you know, a lot better. But yeah, it's just to give you an idea for those who have asked for it. So that's what's in my fridge and in my wee kitchen freezer. So I hope that was interesting to some of you. Anyway, so that was it, my week. That's me for this week, guys, and my wee shopping haul. So like I said at the beginning, thank you all ever so much for coming over and checking out what we got this week. And like I said as well at the beginning, you know, it really is lovely to see you all again, you know, coming back week after week, and I do recognise all of your names and all of your faces, so it is lovely to see you. But like I said, if you're not normally here and this is your first time, why not consider subscribing just before you go? You know, if you do like these kinds of videos, because I do, what else do I do? I do the odd recipe every week, and I do obviously shopping hauls, and I'll do, what else do I do? I've forgotten now, my mind's blank. Meals of the week, where I show you what I made for the family meals during the week. I throw in the odd giveaway. I do snack box unboxings as well, so I do degusta box and sort of sweetie boxes and that kind of thing. So if you do like these kind of videos, do consider subscribing just before you go. And that's our wee cat Jasper there in his favourite spot at night, getting a wee scratch from his family or his humans. So I'm going to go off now because I'm in danger of rambling again. So hopefully I will see you during the week for one of my recipes, or even back on Sunday, which is tomorrow for, not tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, for meals of the week. So until I see you guys, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you very, very soon. So bye for now. Bye now.